What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Mathews, back at it again with another hometown take. And today I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks. And we're getting into another trade rumor, y'all. I'll let y'all know who I'm talking about and who could be on the Atlanta Hawks next season if we had a chance to get this guy, y'all. If we got a chance to get this guy. Travis, I trust in you. I believe in you. But I don't care what you got to do. You got to make this happen if this dude becomes available. I'll let you know who I'm talking about in just a second. But before I do that, you know you got to like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bells if you haven't already so you get my content as soon as I drop it. So turn on your notification bells. Also, check out the link down below to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to a great off season, and help bring in another superstar next to Trae Young, because we need that and some more defensive players too. But let's go ahead and get right into the video. Today, I'm talking about a possible trade with Donovan Mitchell. Yes, can the Atlanta Hawks land Donovan Mitchell? We're gonna find out. We're gonna fire up the old trade machine and see what it takes to make it happen. But quick thoughts, obviously, on how it would work with Donovan Mitchell. I think it will work great. Him and Trae Young, I think, could really do damage in that backcourt. And if you guys noticed, I did a Bradley Beal trade rumor as well. What I really want for Trae, I either want a, elite, like 3-and-D, superstar type of wing player, like a small forward or somebody like that, or I want a shooting guard next to him that can go get it, can handle the ball, create his own shot. I'm not really sure about the, a big man. Plus, there are not really any good, like really good big men available. Like Joel Embiid's not coming available. Nikola Jokic ain't coming available. So as far as what I want next to Trae, a 3-and-D, can handle the basketball on his own, get his own shot, create his own shot, either like a small forward or a two guard that can do those same things. So Donovan Mitchell, I think, fits that mold pretty much. He's not like the greatest ever defensively, but he's solid defensively. We know he can darn near averaging 30 points per game. These last couple of years, been an all-star these last few seasons as well. So we all know who Spider Mitchell is. We know he's raw. We know, man, there's no question about, I think, whether if it will work between Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young or not. I think it would. Like I said for Bradley Beal, you want Donovan Mitchell to play off ball, he can play off ball. You want Donovan Mitchell to handle the ball, he can create his own shot too, and he can handle the rock. Trae Young, they're gonna work on him playing off ball more this upcoming season. Hopefully he's working on that now as we speak during this off season, so he can play off ball. And again, you get a second superstar so they can both be in the game, or one of them is at least in the game at all times. So they start the game together. Trae Young probably plays the whole first quarter. That's what he was doing this season. Donovan Mitchell comes out midway through, maybe, then second quarter, Donovan Mitchell gets the rest of the break. The first quarter, second quarter, Donovan Mitchell starts the second quarter, Trae Young sits. Maybe they come in, halfway through the quarter or whatever, start the second half, finish the second half together, start the third quarter together, and it's the same type of rotation. Maybe Trae plays the whole third, or Donovan plays the whole third. One of them comes out, one of them comes in towards the end. One of them sitting during the start of the fourth quarter, one of them's on the bench. Maybe one of them comes out midway through, subs in for the other one. The other one comes in and sub in for who else? You get what I'm saying. One of them on the court at all times. That's what you get a second superstar for. So you can have one of those elite guys on the court at all times, and then you obviously have them on the court at the same time to start the game, finish the half, start the second half and finish the game. That's what it is. So that's what another luxury of having a second superstar is. So I would really like Donovan Mitchell, but we're gonna have to trade for him. Now, this is gonna be tough for me, or I think it's gonna be tough for the Atlanta Hawks to get Donovan Mitchell, I should say, because it seems like Rudy Gobert has come out and, said, hey, it's basically him or me. There was a tweet, I gotta pull up the tweet for you guys, but there's a tweet from a dude who basically said, he's not usually trying to break news, but seems like his sources close to him say that Rudy Gobert is at the him or me stage when it comes to his relationship between Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. and he feels like he can't win a championship, or they can't win a championship together. So he's gonna ask for one of them to be traded during this off season. I'll pull up the exact tweet here for you guys in a second when we pull up the trade machine. But like I said, I think if that really is true, if Rudy Gobert is at the point where it's him or me, I think the Utah Jazz are smart enough to choose Donovan Mitchell and trade Rudy Gobert. Now, I wouldn't really want Rudy Gobert. I think we have a poor man's Rudy Gobert and Clint Capella. I mean, Rudy Gobert maybe is a little bit of a better defender, maybe a little bit better of a finisher, but they're the same player to me. So I'm not really wild about having Rudy Gobert, especially because like he's not changing whether we win a championship or not. Like, he'd be a good piece, but he's not, him being the second best player on our team or third best player on our team, he's not moving the needle enough to where the Atlanta Hawks are becoming championship contenders if we add Rudy Gobert. That's just not the case. So I'm good on Rudy Gobert. I don't need him. But if by any chance, the Utah Jazz value Rudy Gobert for whatever reason more than Donovan Mitchell, hey, y'all do you, go off. But hey, if the Utah Jazz are open to trading Donovan Mitchell and are trading Donovan Mitchell this offseason, Travis, you better call up the GM. You better call up I forget his name, but you better call up the Utah Jazz GM and be like, hello, sir. What you need for Donovan? I'll send it your way, period. Better ring up that phone, be like, hey, what you need? I'm ready for Donovan. Send him this way. I'll send you whatever you need your way, whatever you need. That's what the discussion needs to be, honestly. So, like I said, if Donovan Mitchell comes available, go ahead and scoop him up. I don't care what it takes, Travis. Just go ahead and get him. We both know you ain't giving away Trey, everybody else, to get Donovan Mitchell. They can be on the market, including John Collins. I wouldn't want DeAndre Hunter to go, but they might want DeAndre Hunter. That means Donovan Mitchell, might just have to happen. I would hate it, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get a second star. You gotta give a little to get a little, you know what I'm saying? So there you go. All right, let me show you guys that tweet and fire up the old trade machine to see exactly what it would take money-wise to get Donovan Mitchell. Okay, first let's start with the tweet. Sean O'Connell is a host for Sirius XM Sports. And he says, I know I am not usually at Utah Jazz breaking news guy, but a source close to the situation has informed me that Rudy Gobert is at, quote, him or me point with Donovan Mitchell and will demand that one of them be traded in the next few days. Doesn't feel they will win championship together. Sean O'Connell replied to his own tweet and kept going and said, Rudy feels that his own numbers are consistent or getting better, while Don is a defensive liability and is falling off in terms of explosiveness. Gobert also aware of at least one Western Conference power that would be willing to pay handsomely for his abilities. And he put in parentheses, NBA teams never tamper, ... Obviously he being facetious there. So there you go. I mean, maybe Sean knows something we don't, so, we knew there was beef. But like I said, I think the Utah Jazz are smart enough. I think they would still pick, of course, Rudy's going to say he thinks Donovan Mitchell is falling off in explosiveness and this, that, and the third, and it's becoming a defensive liability. Obviously, he's going to say that if they're truly beefing, which I think they are. But, I think the Utah Jazz would still pick Donovan Mitchell over Rudy Gobert. I think they're smart enough to do that. But if by chance they don't, and they're wanting to trade Donovan Mitchell, we'll fire up the old trade machine. Before we do that too, it might not just be the fact that, the Utah Jazz are picking Rudy Gobert over Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell might request a trade anyway just because he's tired of dealing with Rudy Gobert and he want to deal with it no more. So even if they are like, Donovan, no, we'll trade Rudy away. He's like, nah, bro, I just want to go to a whole new situation, fresh start. Well, that fresh start could be right here in Atlanta, Donovan. So with that being said, let's fire up the old trade machine. Bada-da-bing, you see it on your screen now. So you see first, I put in just Donovan Mitchell for John Collins straight up because their salaries are very close together and it works out. So the So, because John Collins on that 5-year, his salary is 5 years, $23 million a year. Donovan Mitchell, 5 years, $28 million a year. And it works out. And it even says the Atlanta Hawks, in this, it usually says we're getting less wins, but it gives us 5 more wins. Obviously, gives the Utah Jazz 4 less wins because they're losing one of their main pieces. And Donovan Mitchell not exactly getting a star piece back, and John Collins, really good piece, but not a star piece. So, hey, trade machine successful there for that first one. But okay, what if they just don't want John Collins straight up? What else could we do? Well, we could do a couple options here. We could do Bogey Bogdanovic and John Collins for Bojan Bogdanovic and Donovan Mitchell. But what we also could do is John Collins for Donovan Mitchell straight up. Again, I'm not sure if the Utah Jazz will be going for that. Not even sure if they would want to trade Donovan Mitchell. Like I said, I think in my heart of hearts and guts of guts that they would choose to trade Rudy Gobert over Donovan Mitchell. But hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. But guys, let me know what you think about a possible trade for Donovan Mitchell for the Atlanta Hawks. Do you think they could pull it off? Do you think the Utah Jazz would even think about trading Donovan Mitchell? Or do you think Rudy Gobert would be the one to go? Would you like Donovan Mitchell on the Atlanta Hawks? Do you think it will work out? I think it will work out personally. Like I said, any superstar that you can put in the backcourt with Trae Young, I think at this point it will pretty much work out with just about any nice shooting guard like Bradley Beal, Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, any shooting guard, any 2-guard that's elite here in the NBA, I think can pretty much work out with Trae Young. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know who you want me to do a video on, whether it's a free agent or somebody we have to trade for. Just give me a name down below and I'll do a video on for you. It's simple as that. Also, guys, make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, check out the link down below. To buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, because we need to get a second star next to Trae Young and some more defensive-minded players. But Travis Link knows that. Tony Wrestler knows that. He's ready to spend some money, so I think we're going to get that. Get all of those things. Not just talking about second star and some defensive help as well. Again, guys, so make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel. Check out the link down below. To buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to a great offseason. Because we need a second star, some defensive help, like I said. And turn notification bells, buy me a coffee if you can, like I said. Until I talk to you guys next time, stay true to Atlanta, believe in Atlanta, go Hawks. Peace.